Daisy, seriously? Yay! Hi, Mattia. Cool, okay. I just wanted to make sure you guys can see and hear me. Cool, so we'll just give it a couple minutes so that people can join in. Hi, Paulette. Hi, Kendall. Cool, so I'm gonna be playing background music. I'm gonna put it a little bit away from the camera. Let me know if it's too loud for you guys, if it's interfering with my voice so I can adjust the volume. But go ahead and get your mats ready if it's not ready already. And then if you can grab some water, have some water next to you. We won't be using too many props since we're practicing from home. But if you guys have some blocks, you can go ahead. Oh, hey, Jake. You can go ahead and grab your blocks. If you don't have blocks, that's fine. You guys can use some books. If you guys have books roughly equal size, maybe grab 2 books. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And if you guys want a blanket for Shavasana or a pillow, just have that by you. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get started on our mats. We'll start laying down. I'm gonna try my best to project my voice, but just let me know. I'll keep checking in on the screen. Go ahead and lay back 1 vertebra at a time onto your mat. Good, take an inhale, reach your arms over your head. Lengthen as far as you can. With your exhale, squeeze, hug your knees into your chest. And take another inhale, reach out as far as you can. Lengthen nice and tall. And exhale, hug your knees into your chest. We'll do 1 more round. Inhale, reach out. Reach as far as you can. And exhale, knees to your chest. Good, good. And release the legs onto your mat. With your inhale, reach the legs up to a 90-degree angle. From here, go ahead and start to flex the toes. You'll start to feel a gentle stretch in your hamstrings. And you can start to rotate both ankles in one direction. And go ahead and reverse your rotation. Taking 1 more inhale, flex the toes back to center. With your exhale, hug your knees to your chest. And start to rock forward and back, or side to side if that feels better for you. And take 1 more rock, and go ahead and come up to a seated position. And go ahead and go into your tabletop onto your hands and knees. And from here, go ahead and make sure that your shoulders are in line with your wrists, your hips in line with your knees. Pushing into your mat. Knees about hip width apart, arch your spine with your inhale, lift the head up, pull your shoulders away from your ears, and exhale, round your back, push into your mat. Another inhale as you arch, lift the head up, shoulders back. Exhale, round, tuck your spine under. And take a few more rounds with your breath. Inhale as you arch. And exhale as you round. Just want to make sure you guys hear me. Perfect. Keep going with your breath. Take a couple more rounds. Inhale as you arch, lift the head up. And exhale, round your back. Good. With your next inhale, go ahead and come back to a neutral tabletop. From here, again, make sure the shoulders are over the wrists. We're going to extend your left leg up away from your mat, flexing the back toes. If this is enough for you and you're stable and you feel balanced, you can stay here, or if you want more, you can extend the opposite arm. Extend the right arm out. Take an inhale, reach out as far as you can. Exhale, draw your knee to your elbow. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, knee to elbow. We'll do one more round. Inhale, reach. And exhale, knee to elbow. And inhale, reach. With your exhale, go ahead and release back into your tabletop. We'll do the same thing on the opposite side. With your inhale, extend your right leg up away from your mat, flexing the toes. And slowly reach your left arm up. Take another inhale, reach out as far as you can. Exhale your knee to your elbow. Inhale, reach. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, reach. And exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, release back into your tabletop. Take a nice deep inhale. As you exhale, shift your hips all the way back to your heels, into your child's pose. Start to walk your fingers forward as far as you can, resting your forehead down onto your mat. Continue going back to your breath. With every exhale, try to draw your chest closer to your mat. Take one more inhale, walk the fingers a little further away. Exhale, draw your chest to your mat. Good. With your next inhale, lengthen as far as you can. As you exhale, walk your hands to your right side, placing your left hand on top of your right hand. Take another inhale. With your exhale, draw your chest to your mat. You should feel a nice side stretch on the left side of your body. And with your next inhale, walk back to center. And exhale, walk to your left side. Place the right hand on top. Another deep inhale, and as you exhale, chest towards your mat. And inhale, coming back to center. Good. From here, go ahead and lift the hips up slightly, away from your heels. You're going to keep the knees and your hips in a straight line into your extended puppy pose. You should feel a nice stretch in your shoulders. Try to walk the fingers as far as you can. And with your exhale, chest towards your mat. You can keep the gaze forward, or you can rest your forehead down, whatever feels good for you. Take one more inhale. Exhale, deepen that stretch, chest towards your mat. And with your inhale, slowly walk your hands back towards your knees into your tabletop. And as you exhale, lift the hips up into your downward facing dog. We'll hang out here for a few breaths. Just feel the pose out, pedal your feet, drive your heels into your mat, making sure you're pushing evenly through both shoulders, alternating from right to left. And with your next inhale, extend your left leg up. Exhale, draw your left knee to your nose. Inhale, extend all the way up, three-legged dog. Exhale, release your left leg back to your right. Inhale, reach your right leg up. Exhale, knee to nose, engage your core. Inhale, extend three-legged dog. Exhale, release the right leg next to the left. And go ahead and start to walk your feet towards your hands into a nice forward fold. You can slightly bend the knees if that feels better for you. Allow your upper body to hang loosely towards the mat. You can start to grab opposite elbows. Maybe swing side to side if that feels good. Take one more round of full breaths. From here, slowly release the arms down to your mat. With your inhale, start to slowly roll up with your head nice and heavy, one vertebra at a time. You want your head to be the last thing that rises. Deep inhale, reach up, lengthen tall. Exhale to your right side. Inhale, lengthen back to center. Exhale to your left. Inhale, lengthen nice and tall back to center. Exhale, swan dive forward into your forward fold. Again, you can add a little bend in the knees if that feels good. And with your next inhale, sweep the arms to your ears, drop your hips into your chair pose. Good. For a little challenge, you can try to lift your toes up off your mat. And take another inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold forward. Release the hands down to your mat. We'll do one more round. Inhale into your chair pose. Reach the arms up to your ears. With your exhale, go ahead and bring the hands to heart center. Add a twist to your right side. Your goal is to try to hook your left elbow on the outside of the right knee. Inhale back to center. Exhale to your left side. Inhale back to center. And exhale, fold forward, release the arms to your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Shift your gaze forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, start to roll up nice and slow. One vertebra at a time. Reach your arms all the way up. Exhale to your right side. Inhale, back to center. Exhale to your left. Inhale, lengthen back. Exhale, fold forward all the way down. Releasing your hands onto your mat. Either jump or step back into your plank. You can either go straight to your down dog, or you can flow through your vinyasa. Inhale into your up dog. Exhale as you lift your hips up into your down dog. Good. From here, go ahead and slowly release the knees onto your mat. Exhale, shift your hips back into your child's pose. Again, walk the fingers as far as you can. And with your exhale, release your forehead onto your mat. Going back to your breath. Take another deep inhale. Walk your fingers as far as you can. Exhale, draw your chest closer to your mat. Slowly go ahead and lift back into your tabletop. Exhale, lift the hips up into your downward facing dog. With your next inhale, go ahead and lift your right leg high. Exhale, knee towards your nose. Release your right foot in between your hands into a nice runner's lunge. From here, engaging your back leg, start to reach your arms up, lift the chest up, arms come up towards the ears. We're gonna do 5 pulses, gently tap the knee and lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Releasing the back knee onto your mat. Take another inhale, lengthen nice and tall. With your exhale, baby back bend. Push the hips forward as you add a little arch in your back. Maybe shift your gaze back if you feel comfortable. Inhale your way back up to center. And exhale, release your right hand onto your knee. Gently push it out to the side as you exhale. And going back to your breath with every exhale. Try to sink your hips towards your mat as you gently deepen that push in the right knee. Take a few more breaths. And then slowly release the arm with your inhale. Reach the arm up. Exhale, twist. Shift your gaze up towards the right hand. And coming back to center. Go ahead and place both hands on the inside of your right foot. You're gonna walk the right foot a little bit towards the outer edge of your mat. From here, we'll go into a deeper hip opener, into your lizard pose. So for those of you who have tighter hips, you guys can add your blocks or your books for your forearms. So you can just place the forearms down on the block or your books. If you feel like you can go all the way, you can just release down with your exhale. You can start to rock side to side if that feels good. Again, going back to every inhale and every exhale, deep in that stretch as you exhale. With your inhale, go ahead and lift up tall. Start to walk your right foot back to center. One hand on each side. With your next exhale, go ahead and straighten out your front leg. Shift your hips back into your half split. Again, here's where you can add your blocks or your books if you feel like it's too deep of a stretch on your hamstring. If you want more, you can flex your right toes up towards the ceiling. And again, going back to the breath. With your exhale, try to deepen that fold, driving your chest towards your leg. Take one more inhale. With your exhale, fold a little deeper. Good. For those of you who want to go into your full split, now is your chance. You can start to slide your right leg down into your split. If not, we'll just hang out here for a few more breaths. My dog keeps scratching on the door, so I'm just gonna shift this over just a little bit and get her to come in case you guys can hear the scratching. Come on. Oh, and she goes. Okay, go ahead and inhale your way back to your lunge, shifting your weight forward. And slowly release your right leg back into your plank. Again, you can either go straight to your down dog, lift the hips up, or you can flow through your vinyasa. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And take a second to shake the hips out, pedal your feet. Make sure you're pushing evenly through both hands and shoulders. And we'll do the same thing on the opposite side. Go ahead and inhale the left leg up. Exhale, knee towards your nose. Release the left leg in between your hands. With your inhale, engaging your right leg, lift up into your lunge. Arms come up to your ears. Make sure you're driving that right hip forward. Take an inhale as you exhale. Pulse, tap the knee down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and release on 1. Another inhale, lengthen nice and tall. As you exhale, sink your hips forward, arch your spine. You can start to shift your gaze back if that feels comfortable. And inhale, coming back to center. Oh. And exhale, gently push the left knee out to the side. Again, going back to your breath. Push a little bit more with every exhale. Come on, Daisy. There we go. Good. From here, go ahead and release the left hand. Take an inhale, reach the arm up. Exhale, gently deepen that twist. Shift your gaze towards your left fingertips. With your inhale, coming back to center. Go ahead and place both hands on the inside of your left foot. Start to walk your left foot towards the outer edge of your mat. And again, now is when you can add the blocks if you feel like you need them. With your exhale, sink the hips towards your mat. Release your forearms either onto your mat or your blocks or books, whatever it is you're using. And again, you can start to rock side to side if that feels good. Going back to every breath. We'll Take one more deep inhale. Exhale, push into your mat, hips towards the mat. With your next inhale, go ahead and lift up tall. Walk your left foot back to center. Good, one hand on each side of the left leg. With your next exhale, go ahead and straighten out the leg, shift your hips back. And again, you can add your books or your blocks if you need to. Focus on squaring the hips off, right hip shifting forward. With your exhale, deepen that fold. You can flex the toes up for a deeper stretch. Take another inhale. Exhale, fold a little deeper. And if you took the full split on one side, go ahead and slowly slide into your split. With your inhale, slowly come out of the split, shift your weight forward into your lunge. Release both hands onto your mat, release your left leg back. Again, either go straight to your down dog or you can flow through your vinyasa. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And from here, go ahead and release your knees onto your mat. Deep inhale. As you exhale, shift your hips back, child's pose. Rest your forehead down onto your mat. Going back to the breath again. Taking an inhale, start to walk your fingers forward a little bit further. And exhale, chest towards your mat. From here, slightly lift yourself up with your inhale. We'll go ahead and thread your left arm underneath your right. Start to rest the left side of your face on your mat. You can either hang out here, or if you want more, you can add a bind. Reach your right hand to your left hip crease. And another inhale. Exhale, try to deepen that twist. Inhale, coming back to center. Release the left arm forward. As you exhale, thread your right arm underneath your left. Rest the right side of your face down. And you can add your bind. Reach your left arm all the way behind you into your right hip crease. Again, take a deep inhale. As you exhale, deepen that twist. Shift your gaze up to the ceiling. Inhale, slowly release, coming back to center. Both arms reaching as far as you can. And exhale, child's pose, chest towards your mat, forehead onto the mat. From here, we'll shift forward again into your extended puppy pose, hips in line with the knees. And flow all the way through. Keep your forearms on your mat. Come all the way to your belly. Inhale up into your Sphinx pose. Really push the shoulders away from your ears. Nice long neck. Good. And exhale, shift back. Extended puppy pose. We'll do a few rounds. Inhale, shift forward. Sphinx pose, shoulders away from the ears. And exhale, keep the forearms on your mat. Extended puppy pose, chest to the mat. We'll do one last round. Inhale, shift forward. And exhale, shift back. Extended puppy. And shift all the way forward. Go ahead and release the arms out into a T. From here, we'll do a little twist. Shift your weight onto your left hip. You can place the right hand onto your mat. Reach your right leg behind you. If this feels good and you feel a nice deep stretch, you can hang out here. If you want more, you can reach for the back foot. Grab the ankle with your right hand. Take Taking another inhale. Really kick into your right hand with your exhale. Slowly coming back to center with your inhale. Release the right leg down. With your exhale, shift onto your right hip. Push into your mat with your left hand. Reach your left leg behind you. If you grabbed your ankle on one side, go ahead and grab it on this side as well. Again, take a nice deep inhale. As you exhale, kick into your hand. Slowly releasing back to center with your inhale. Arms nice and teed out. Then we'll do the same thing, but we're gonna bring the hands to a 90-degree angle. So we'll shift onto the left side first. Your left arm is at a 90-degree. You can use the right hand, push into your mat. Reach the right leg behind. You'll feel this more in your pec than your shoulder. Just go as far as you can with your breath. Deepening that twist with your exhale. And slowly come back with your inhale. Same thing on the right side. Go ahead and place the right hand in a 90-degree. Shift onto your right hip. Use the left hand to push into your mat as you reach your left leg behind you. And slowly come back to center with your inhale. And go ahead and push yourself up into your up dog. And exhale into your child's pose. Shift your hips all the way back. Fingers forward. Rest your head onto your mat. Going back to the breath again. Go ahead and inhale as you slightly lift up. If you guys need some water or anything, you can grab some now. Take a little breather. Let me know if you guys want something specific. You guys can just type it up because I can't see you guys. Cool. Let's go ahead and lift the hips up when you guys are ready into your downward facing dog. Pushing evenly through both hands. Take an inhale, reach your right leg up. Exhale, step it in between your hands. Go ahead and lift up into a crescent lunge. So we're on the balls of the feet, balls of your toes, on the back leg. Deep inhale, lengthen nice and tall, reach the arms up. Exhale, we're gonna find our balance in warrior three. You can tee the arms out to the side. You can have a little bend in the right knee. And try to focus your gaze just straight in front of you at one point that's not moving. Good. With your inhale, nice and controlled, step it back into your crescent lunge. Reach the arms up. We'll do one more round. Exhale, tee the arms out to your side. Find your balance in warrior three. Try to keep both hips square towards your mat. If you're hopping all over the place, it's okay. Inhale, reach the arms up, crescent lunge. Exhale, pyramid pose, straighten out both legs. And if you need to walk the back foot forward, you can walk it a little bit forward. Again, here's where you can add props if you need to. You can add your books or your blocks. And focus on keeping the hips square, drive your left hip forward. Don't let that back hip rotate out. You'll feel a deeper stretch in your right hamstring if you keep that left hip forward. And if you want more with your exhale, you can start to lift your right toes up off your mat. Deepen that fold with your exhale. One more round of breaths. If you have your toes flexed, go ahead and release the toes. If you scooted your left leg closer, go ahead and scoot it back a little bit. For From here, we're going to inhale into your crescent lunge one more time. Good. Exhale, release your hands down. Release your right leg back. Again, you can either go straight to your down dog or float through your vinyasa, meeting in down dog with your exhale. And we'll do the same thing on the opposite side. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, step it in between your hands. And inhale, lift into your crescent lunge. Yeah, make sure your knee is not crossing over the ankle. So you don't want to be out here. Then drive that right hip forward, engage the back leg. Deep inhale, reach up tall. Exhale, arms teed out to the side. Into your warrior three, you can add a little bend in the left leg. With your inhale, control your way back. Crescent lunge, reach the arms up. Exhale, tee your arms out. Find your balance. With your breath, slowly inhale your way back. Crescent lunge, lengthen nice and tall. Exhale, pyramid pose. Straighten out both legs. Again, you can scoot that right leg closer if you need to. And you can add your blocks or your books. Squaring the hips off. Try not to allow that right hip to turn out. Drive your right hip forward. And if you want that deeper stretch, go ahead and flex the left toes up. And exhale as you fold deeper. If you have your toes up, go ahead and release your toes onto your mat. Scoot the right foot back just a little bit. Inhale into your crescent lunge. Exhale, release the arms down, release your left leg back. And we'll meet in down dog with your exhale. Go ahead and slowly release your knees onto your mat. Deep inhale. As you exhale, shift your hips back into your child's pose. And we'll find our rhythm of the breath again. Walk the fingers as far as you can with your inhale. Exhale your chest towards your mat. Release your forehead onto your mat. Take a couple more breaths at your own pace. Go ahead and slowly lift up into your tabletop with your inhale. As you exhale, lift the hips up into your downward facing dog. And go ahead and inhale the right leg high. And exhale, step it in between your hands. Lift up into your crescent lunge. Reach the arms up. And exhale, settle into your warrior two. Okay, we're gonna slightly bend the right knee. Again, don't let that knee cross over your ankle. Tuck the hips under. You're gonna shift your gaze towards the right fingertips. And you want the right heel in line with the arch of your back foot. From here, we'll reverse the right palm. Take an inhale. As you exhale into your revolved warrior. If you want more, you can add the bind. Reach your left hand into your right hip crease. Slightly deep in that lunge, we tend to straighten the leg out a bit. We'll hold it for one more breath. And go ahead and inhale your way back to your warrior two. From here, go ahead and straighten out both legs. We're going to shift the hips back. Reach your fingers forward into your Trikonasana. Hand goes on the ankle or on your mat. You can start to shift your gaze up towards the left fingers. Take one more round of breaths. With your inhale, come back up to your warrior two. Find that nice lunge. And go ahead and cartwheel the arms down with your exhale. Release your right leg back. Either flow through your vinyasa or go straight to your down dog, whatever feels good for you. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Go ahead and inhale the left leg up. Exhale, step it in between the hands. Inhale up into your crescent lunge. Engaging the back leg. Squaring the hips off. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, open up into your warrior two. Again, don't let that left knee cross over. Left heel is in line with the arch of your back foot. Your gaze is shifting towards the left fingertips. With your inhale, reverse your palm. Exhale, revolved warrior. If you did the bind on one side, go ahead and bind on this side as well. Right hand is going to reach towards your left hip crease. Slightly deepen that lunge in the left leg. And inhale your way back to your warrior two. Straighten out the left leg. Hips are going to shift back. Fingers reach forward. Place your left hand either on your ankle or on your mat. If you want more, you can start to shift your gaze up towards your right fingers. Take a few more breaths. And inhale your way back up to your warrior two. Deepen that lunge. And exhale. Cartwheel both arms down. Release your left leg. Go either into your down dog or you can flow through your vinyasa. From here, slowly drop the knees onto your mat. With your inhale, arch the spine, lift the head up into your cow pose. Exhale, round your back, shift all the way back to your child's pose, hips towards your heels. With your inhale, lift up, cow pose, arch the spine. Exhale, round your back, hips shift all the way back, child's pose. We'll do one more round. Inhale, arch the spine, lift the head up. And exhale, round all the way back to your child's pose, resting your forehead onto your mat. Going back to the breath. And again, walk the fingers forward with your inhale. Chest towards the mat with your exhale. With your next inhale, go ahead and lift up into your tabletop. As you exhale, lift the hips all the way up. Start to walk your feet towards your hands into your forward fold. You can add a little bend in the knees if you need to. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold forward. With your inhale, arms heavy, head heavy, start to roll up one vertebra at a time. Reach the arms all the way up, lengthen nice and tall. Exhale, baby back bend, drop the head back. Inhale, lengthen tall. Exhale to your right side. Inhale, lengthen back to center. And exhale to your left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, fold forward, release your arms down to the floor. Inhale into your chair pose, arms sweep all the way up. Exhale, fold forward, release the arms down. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen nice and tall. Exhale, fold forward. And start to roll up with your inhale, nice and slow. One vertebra at a time. Reach the arms all the way up, lengthen nice and tall. Exhale, baby back bend, drop the head back. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, fold forward. Go ahead and release the hands onto your mat. Jump or step back into your plank. Flow through your vinyasa, or you can go straight into your down dog. Go ahead and inhale your right leg up. Exhale, bring the right knee towards the right wrist. Release into your pigeon pose, extending your left leg back. From here, if you feel like you're shifting onto your side, onto your right side, you can add a little pillow or a block or a book or whatever you have near you underneath your right hip to prevent you from tipping to the side. Once you're there, focus on keeping your spine nice and tall, chest lifted up. Take an inhale as you reach your right arm up. Exhale, circle the right arm back, shift your gaze, follow the hand. Inhale, up. Exhale, circle the arm forward. Same thing on the left side. Inhale the left arm up. Follow your hand all the way back. Inhale, reach the arm up. Exhale, circle forward. And go ahead and inhale, lengthen your spine tall. Exhale, fold forward, release your forehead down. We'll do a few rounds of these. Inhale, lengthen as tall as you can, lift the head up. Exhale, fold forward, chest towards your mat. And do your last round. Inhale, lengthen as tall as you can. From here, we'll hang out in pigeon pose for a few breaths. Exhale as you release your forearms and your forehead down. Just get in a nice, comfortable position. You can add the block or a pillow if that feels good for your forehead. Just try to relax with your breath, feeling that stretch with every exhale. Take one more deep inhale. Fully exhale. With your next inhale, go ahead and slowly lift yourself up. And very slowly remove the right leg back. You can shake the hips out if you need to, pedal the feet out, do whatever feels good. And we'll do the same thing on the opposite side. Go ahead and inhale the left leg up. Exhale the left knee towards your left wrist. Extend the right leg as far as you can. Again, if you catch yourself now shifting to your left side, you can add your little prop underneath your left hip to help you stay lifted tall. And from here, we'll do the left arm first. Inhale, reach your left arm up. Exhale, circle back, follow your hand. Inhale, lift the arm up. Exhale, circle forward. Same thing on the right side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, circle back. Inhale, reach. Exhale, circle forward. Now back to center. Inhale, lengthen your spine tall. Exhale, fold forward. Release the head. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. And last round, deep inhale, lengthen tall. And exhale, fold forward. Release the forearms and the forehead either onto your pillow, your blocks, or just your mat if that feels comfortable. Focusing on every breath for the next 3 breaths. With your next inhale, slowly lift yourself up. You can release your left leg back at your own pace. Shake the hips out. Do what feels good. From there, go ahead and release the knees onto your mat. Exhale, shift your hips back. Into your child's pose. Walk the fingers forward as much as you can. Take one more round of breaths with your exhale, chest towards your mat. Go ahead and slowly inhale your way up. Exhale, lift the hips up into your down dog. Walk your feet towards your fingers. You can add a little bend in the knees if you need to. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine in your forward fold. Exhale, fold forward. With your inhale, head heavy, arms heavy, start to roll up. One vertebra at a time, reach the arms all the way up. And exhale, baby back bend, hips forward, drop the head back. Inhale, back to center. And exhale, release the arms down, shake it out. Good, so for the next pose, it's gonna be a nice hip opener since our hips are nice and loose already. You can walk the feet about hip width apart. So we're gonna squat all the way down. Your goal is to try to keep your heels on your mat. If your heels start lifting up as you squat down, just go ahead and add something underneath you. So you can add pillows if you don't have blocks. But if you have a book or something, you can just add the blocks under you so that you can keep your heels on your mat. So we'll start standing. Take a nice inhale. Reach up nice and tall. As you exhale, squat all the way down, dropping the hips towards your mat into your yogi squat. Try not to let yourself round forward like this. Really push the knees out with your elbows, lengthen your spine as tall as you can. Maybe rock side to side if that feels good. Continue moving with your breath. Good. If you're rocking, go ahead and come back to center. Take a nice inhale. As you exhale, extend the right hand towards the mat. Reach your left arm up and twist. You can hang out here if you want more. You can add your bind if you guys do this in class. If not, you can just stay right here. That's perfectly fine. And coming back to center with your inhale. Exhale to the opposite side. Left hand to your mat. Right arm reaches up. From here, you can stay there, or you can add your bind if that feels good. Good, and coming back to center with your inhale. As you exhale, release the hands onto your mat. Hips lift all the way up into your fold. Your feet are still about hip width apart. From here, go ahead and walk the feet further out. So you'll probably be off your mat at this point, which is fine. Into your wide-legged forward fold. And you can take whatever variation that feels good. So you can use your peace fingers to grab onto your big toe. Pull yourself forward. Or you can interlace the fingers behind you. Allow your arms to fall over your head. So just do whichever variation that feels good, or you can just hang out in the center with your hands on the mat if that feels good for you. And take a few more breaths. So from the wide-legged fold, with your next exhale, we'll shift into your right side lunge. You're gonna bend the right knee, shift all the way to the right side. Again, similar to the yogi squat, you wanna try to keep the heel down. So if you need to, you can add a blanket or a pillow underneath you to keep that right heel onto your, on the ground, not lifting up. But same thing here, push yourself tall, try not to round your back, really lengthen your spine. Keeping the right hand down. As you exhale, twist, extend your left arm up. And inhale, coming back to center. Exhale as you lift the hips up into your wide-legged fold. We'll take one more inhale at center. As you exhale, shift to your left side lunge. And again, if you need something under you, go ahead and place it. Going back to the breath, inhale your spine nice and tall. Keep the left hand on the ground. Exhale, twist, reach your right arm up. Inhale, coming back to center. Exhale as you lift your hips all the way up into your wide-legged fold. From here, go ahead and start to roll up one vertebra at a time, nice and slow. Reach the arms all the way up, lengthen tall. If you need to walk the feet in a little bit, you can. And exhale into your goddess pose, into a nice squat. You can place the hands on your knees. And from here, going back to the breath again. With your inhale, you're at center. Exhale, twist. Allow yourself to drop one shoulder towards the ground. Inhale your way back to center. Exhale, drop the opposite shoulder. We'll take a few more rounds. You can move with your own breath. Inhaling as you come back to center. Exhale as you twist. You take 2 more breaths at your own pace. Coming back to center with your inhale. Exhale, lift the hips up into your wide-legged fold. And start to walk your feet back together onto your mat. And start to roll up one vertebra at a time, nice and slow. Reach the arms all the way up. One last lengthening. Standing tall. Exhale, fold forward. And go ahead and bend the knees. Drop your hips onto your mat. Good, so everything else will be basically a cool down and into your Shavasana. We have about 10-ish minutes left. So let's go ahead and roll back onto your mat, one vertebra at a time. And take a nice inhale. Extend your body as tall as you can. As you exhale, hug your knees to your chest. And go ahead and place your feet onto your mat. We'll do a little bit of a back bend. From here, go ahead and inhale the hips up. You can interlace the fingers underneath you into your bridge pose. Try to shoot your hips up with your inhale and scoot your shoulder blades as close to each other as you can. And try not to let your knees splay out. Squeeze the thighs close together as much as you can. We'll hold for 2 more breaths. Really shoot the hips up with your next inhale. With your next exhale, go ahead and slowly lower down. Release your hips onto your mat. And inhale, extend the body out as tall as you can. Reach the arms and legs away from each other. And exhale, hug your knees to your chest. And from here, we'll go ahead and take happy baby pose. And lift the feet up towards the ceiling. Grab either the inside or outside of your feet. And just start to rock side to side. People typically don't like this pose at studios, but you're at your own house, so do it comfortably. Good. From here, if you want more, you can straighten out one leg at a time, if that feels good. Or you can just continue rocking side to side and forward and back. From here, go ahead and bring the bottoms of your feet to touch. Slowly release into your supine bound angle. You'll feel a little hip opening. Allow your knees to fall towards the outer edges of your mat. Again, take a second to go back to your breath. With your next inhale, go ahead and bring the knees back together. Feet are about hip width apart. You can start to windshield wiper your knees side to side, dropping from right to left. You might feel a little massage in your lower back. You can start to add some head motions, shifting your neck from right to left, opposite of the direction of the knees. Take a few more rounds. Slowly coming back to center. Go ahead and extend both legs out in front of you. With your inhale, reach your right leg up. Reach for the back of your leg. Interlace the fingers. Try to rest your head back onto your mat. Try not to keep your head up. You'll get a little kink in your neck. And gently start to pull the right leg close to you as far as you can. Feeling a nice gentle stretch in the back of the right leg. And start to rotate your right ankle in one direction. And reverse your rotation. Take an inhale. As you exhale, hug your right knee into your chest. Maybe draw a few circles with your right knee in one direction. Take one more circle. And reverse your rotation. Slowly release your right leg down onto your mat. Do the same thing on the opposite side. Inhale your left leg up. Reach for the back of your leg. Again, try to keep your head down onto your mat. Gently pull the leg close to your upper body. As you start to rotate your left ankle. Go ahead and reverse your rotation. Another inhale. With your next exhale, hug your knee to your chest. And start to draw a circle in one direction with the left knee. And reverse your rotation. Go ahead and slowly release. Extend your left leg out as far as you can. Shake the legs out. Take one more inhale. Reach the arms over your head. Extend the legs away from your arms. Exhale, squeeze as tight as a ball. Hug your knees to your chest. One more inhale. Reach out. And exhale, hug your knees to your chest. And slowly release into your last pose, Shavasana. Even though you guys are at home, I think it's rewarding if you guys do just lay down for just a minute in your Shavasana and reflect on your practice. So go ahead and lay down. Close your eyes. Release your palms to face up. Allowing your knees to fall towards the outer edges of your mat. Going back to every breath. Feel your belly rise, followed by your chest with your inhale. Feel it fall with every exhale. Continue focusing on every breath as you inhale and fully release with your exhales. find yourself drifting away, just come back to your breath. And just take 3 more deep breaths. With your 3rd exhale, when you're there, you can start to wiggle your toes and fingers. Take another inhale. And at your own pace, when you're ready, you can roll over to your side, either right or left. And at your own pace, find yourself in a seated position. Once you guys are there, go ahead and open your eyes, rub your hands together, give yourself a hug. Namaste. Thank you guys for joining. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Yeah, good job for doing this for yourself. Let's see. You're welcome. Thank you for joining. Anyways, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And if this happens again, I'll put it up in my stories, and I hope to see you guys soon. If not in person, hopefully virtually. Bye guys.